everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Bradford's Jets.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Defense showing blitz.
You got double tight. Double tight. Here we go, Monday. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Davis now. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Watch tight end. Hey, boy, we go.
Now Bradford on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob, I didn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, 20. Wait, 20.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that.
Again, it's Elliott. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go nowhere, 22, go nowhere. Wait, 20!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first down and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They got tight left, tight left. Three down, three down. Hey, three down.
On play action, Bradford steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go. 180. Three down, three down.
On third down, Bradford. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. They can tell their fans that maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 8 yards to go here on second down.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Wait, 20. Got three. Got three. Three down. Three down. Wait. Alert three. Alert three. Wait, 20. Alert three. Sugar. Sugar. Check 31. Bang. Alert. Bang. 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 Bang.
Brady to throw on second down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
72.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk. Their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's
Double
second
tight,
down.
Guys, double tight. Alert. 20. Wait, 20.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
I got 83. Me.
Looking 20-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Three down. Let's go!
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They go Elliott again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. Let's go! 380. 29's the mic. Wide. Get wide.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Right 20!
Out.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Two times.
20!
Right 20!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Hey, Alabama.
Check 13.
53's the mic.
Rush in.
They'll try again with Elliott. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
58's
What we said?
58's the mic.
Shadow! Check it.
Blue down.
53's the mic.
Here's Elliott. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Coming. Double up.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he gets it to make it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Alert. Here we go, Monday.
3 down.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got
2nd down, Bradford. Forced out to his left. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Off the play fake, Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 3 down, these 2. Move 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Don't let him breathe.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A dump off for Davis. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam.
Bradford on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Check 50. Check 50.
A second down throw for Bradford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here we go. Set hot. Red 80. Here we go. Monday.
Slam.
A first down throw for Bradford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe one of those safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Letting one go deep for a new. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Wait, 20. 72.
Check 43.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Blue 20. Wait, wait, wait.
4 down. 4 down.
Wait, wait, wait.
4 down. 4 down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Blue 20. Green 80.
I got wide.
We go. 52.
Undercrush. Undercrush.
Wait, 20.
Undercrush.
Wait, 80. Alpha. Check 4. Check 4.
Shotgun now for Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That gets by him, and now a little daylight. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Get there.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for, and the Patriots gearing up to go now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had guys be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
White 20! White 56! White 56! Pat! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, White 20! Right at him! We didn't shit! Hey, Alabama! We go! Check!
Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Wait, 20! 53! Go!
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We got 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Hey. 53! 12. Wait,
Now a carry for the shifty Deion Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Blue 20! Hey, watch Bo! 51! Wait, 20! Get that 20! He's crazy!
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Got double tight! Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Wait, 20!
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Double tight. You got 3.
Wait, 20.
Down.
Blue 20. Sugar.
Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10. Check 24. Check 24.
Alert.
Hatchet.
All right, here we go. Wait, 20. 52.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
That's it, baby. Tight end left. Alert. 3 down.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You scared?
Hey, 66.
Check.
Go bandit. Alert.
Check it out.
Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Hey, boys,
Let's
got
go.
4 down.
53, Linda. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. The 20. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part going very well.
People use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Easy. Here we go. 5-5.
We got 3.
Here we go.
We got 3.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
Fresno.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Crash. Okay, baby.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go. Hut. Alert.
3 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch tight end.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Bradford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot or a little late. Chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Strong right, strong right.
53. White 20. Sugar.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Blue 20. White regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's a Pats first down as Brady finds his second-year man, Mitchell.
Get him, boy. Get him, boys. It's going to be a long day.
White 20.
It's going to be a long day.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ringo. Come on, D.
Blue 20. Hey, check it.
Check. Crunch.
A handoff left, Elliott. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season. They'll continue to carry the ball at this rate.
20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Out.
White 20.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Strong right.
White 20.
3 down.
White 20.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Way to go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's good, and And they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Tight right, tight right.
Now to back up Boykin, his first throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Let's go. Three down.
They go play action now. Boykin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Check.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
I know you felt that one. Let's go. Flex round.
Boykin to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got
20! They start on the ground with Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Woo! I know you feel that.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey.
Let's go.
We got 3.
Wait,
3
20.
down. 3 down.
Let's go. 35.
36. No. Off.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Man left, man left. We got three.
Wait,
Down.
20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play.
Double tight. Double tight. Alert, alert.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Come on. You better.
Alpha, go!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
You're on an island.
52! Let's go! Wait, 29 to Mike.
13, watch 13.
Hey, check it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Check
the
it.
wins home.
Let's go.
Check nickel, nickel,
No,
nickel.
66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Finding Gabriel complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a 1st down.
Check 9.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Blitz, blitz, blitz.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. What an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.